Hello everybody. It's me, Aaron Collins, and this is another rendition of me addressing worldly issues in a godly way. I realize this is a late video, but I need to really get this out. Recently, just last night to be exact, we had another deadly shooting, a mass shooting in Las Vegas, Nevada at the Mandalay Bay Casino and Resort. A lot of loss of life. I'm going to go and say this. But as a nation, as real men and women of God that we call ourselves to be, we call ourselves so-called Christians, yeah, whatever. I still prefer to call myself a believer. This alone should tell you that this is not the time for us to be sitting up and judging and trying to find fault with each other about something. This is a time where we really need to get on our knees and really come before God and ask Him what more we should do. I mean, because believe it or not, I do believe in praying. Praying is good, but I also believe in action. You see, the action comes when we could stop finding fault and criticizing people because they don't believe a certain way, or they don't do a certain thing, or go to a certain church, or whatever. If you say you're a person of God, it's time to show it and behave like it and not just talk it. We need to start being more about what we say we are. Now, once again, my condolences go out to the family members of the loved ones that were lost in this incident. But here's another part of that I wanted to say. And I'm trying to be as delicate as I can be. But I'm going to say this. This is a time where, with the society that we're living in today, with what we're dealing with, and I'm talking about the racial tension, judging from what was going on in Vegas, I understand it was a country concert, so that means to me that the majority of the demographic were probably Caucasian people. Well, come to find out that the perpetrator, the shooter himself, was a Caucasian male in his 60s, and he just came in there and randomly opened fire on people. Now, why am I saying this? Well, I wanted to paint a picture here. The shooter, whose name is Stephen Paddock, does not fit the typical description of somebody that you would think would go around shooting people. In other words, the narrative has always been a picture of black people. It's always been a picture of black people being dangerous, black men being the boogeymen in society that you were warned about as a kid. When historically and presently, your mass shooters have always been Caucasian. Now, I say that to say this, that the narrative is not always true, or what you say it is, and it's not always... Well, anyway, I made that point. You get what I'm saying. But back to what I was saying before. If we're going to be considered, if we're going to be men and women of God, if we're going to really be believers, well, this should be the test of what's going to happen. You see, I've heard it all before that, Americans, we need to band together. We need to come together and stand together, kumbaya, whatever. But yet, it's always the opposite that's been done. So if we're going to do this, well, let's do this. And once again, condolences to everyone who lost their life. I was in Vegas recently. So yeah, I know. But I just wanted to talk about the society that we're living in. We're living in a very dangerous time in our life. Very chaotic. Stuff with biblical proportions. And as I stated in videos before, this is not the time for us to be finding fault with others. Not the time to be browbeating and backbiting and gossiping. This is the time to really put action to talk. Put action to faith. It's time for the real people of God to get up and do something. This should be a wake-up call. Now, while they're cleaning up and still dealing with the wounded in Vegas, what is this going to tell you? And I know some of you are going to probably throw up in the comments that, well, hey, I know about the recent shooting in Tennessee at the church. I get that. I know someone's going to probably say, well, he was a black man. Yeah. Every now and then you do get black people who decide to nut up and do these things. But think about the number of Caucasians who've done it. But this is not even what this video is about. I'm not here to find fault, because I'm telling you not to find fault. So I'm not going to sit up there and contradict myself and do it. But I'm willing to stop finding fault with people and do what needs to be done. So anyway, I'm sure someone's going to get in the comments. So yeah, I want you to get in the comments. Like, comment, subscribe, share this video. Let me know what you think. And hit the bell icon for the notifications when I drop another video. And also, everyone, I just want to put this announcement out that I have a goal. I'm trying to reach at least 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. Please help me with this, meet this goal. I would appreciate it. Because I try to bring you stories, also try to bring you positivity. I try to put some jewels out there. I try to say things that's going to encourage people. Sometimes the stuff that I report on is a little bit gloomy at times. But this is the world we live in. This is the way of the society that we're dealing with. This is how we're living today. This is the world. So, once again, everyone, like, comment, subscribe, share the video. And remember, everyone, that God loves you. I love you. Let's do life.